Hey guys. So, drafted this past week. I have two decks that were wildly divergent in their effectiveness. The first deck tied for first place. Was very happy about that. This deck, ooh, wow, yeah. The draft was just weird, and I came in dead last with that deck. I'll get to that in a few minutes. I want to talk about this one first. Okay, this deck in particular, I ended up with a lot of funk in this deck. Over here I got some mana fixing. I've got a Thespian Stage, a Boros Guild Gate, two Orzhov Gates, and an Orzhov Key Rune. Now when I started drafting this deck, I was primarily going black, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go black-white or black-blue. And after a while it looked like I was going to be strongly in black-white, and probably about half, maybe like 4 picks into pack 3, I realized that I had hate drafted so much red that I might as well go black-white-red, and it worked out pretty well for me overall. So anyways, I've got the stage, a Boros Gate, 2 Orzhov Gates, an Orzhov Key Rune. Removal, I've got a Smite, Grisly Spectacle, a Devour Flesh, a Death's Approach, and an Arrows of Justice. Now I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think I ever managed to get the Smite or the Spectacle off. I just didn't. Either I didn't draw them, or when I did, I didn't have the double black for the Spectacle, which was kind of weird. It's because, you know, with all the mana fixing I've got going on here, I shouldn't have a problem getting double black, you know? Or double white. Or even double red. Not that I needed double red for anything. I didn't. 2 Martial Glories, they're nice. A Skinbrand Goblin. I would have loved to have gotten another one, but I'm happy with the one. Murder Investigation was just a weird filler card that I tossed in. It actually came in useful once an opponent ended up scooping after he killed one of my dudes that had a Madcap skills on it. Yay, Madcap skills. And I got like 5 soldiers out of the 5/1/1s out of the deal, and he's just like, scoop. So that was pretty nice. A Warmind Infantry, Firefish Striker, an Orden Veteran, some battalion guys. The Warmind Infantry is okay. It's a 2/3 that gets +2/+0 on battalion. It's alright. It's not great, but it's alright. The Striker, on battalion, target creature can't block this turn. That's not bad at all. And the Veteran is just awesome. Double Strike on battalion? Yeah, sure. Double Strike's awesome. Double Strike is huge. Double Strike is huge. Mention that. Evasive dudes. Now, this is funny. Death Cult Rogue. I don't think I drew in any of the games. 2 Balustrade Spies. It's a 3 and a black for a 2/3 flyer. When he hits the board, your opponent mills till he hits a land. Those are both really nice. I also have to say my first 3 picks in pack 1, my first 3 picks in order, were a Balustrade Spy, a Death Cult Rogue, and the other Balustrade Spy. That was pretty saucy. I could have picked up a 3rd one later on, and I didn't. It didn't hurt me in the long run, but I would have loved to have gotten it. You know? And what's funny about them is just, like, I only played like 1 of the Spies in 1 game, because either I wasn't drawing them, or the games where I could have drawn them, they got milled out. Which irked me. It irked me. Kingpin's Pet, it's really nice, 2/2 flying extort. Extort's a pretty solid mechanic overall, I found. I think probably the nastiest fights in draft in this set are Orzhov versus Boros, and what it basically comes down to is if Boros can't finish Orzhov in 6 or 7 turns, Orzhov's probably going to win by virtue of superior perseverance, just gaining life off of extorting. Herbert's Protector, I'll be perfectly honest, I think he's kind of crappy. I really think he is. I mean, yeah, it's 6 mana for a 1/1 and a 4/4. 4/4 flying. But I think he's a little overcosted. Maybe that's just my opinion, I don't know. If he was 3 and double white, I'd be all over him. At 4 and double white, I'm not happy about him, but I'll play him if I have to. If there were more ways to recur him to hand, that'd be a different story. But unfortunately, there really isn't. I mean, your best way to recur him to hand in this set is, let me think. The 2/2 unblockable guy in blue. What is he? Keymaster Rogue, I think it is, or something like that. That's the problem is it requires you to be playing blue and white, which really isn't a good color combination in this set, because Azorius was last set, you know. I don't know. I guess that was kind of shenanigans. We'll have to wait for Dragon Maze, right, guys? Cinder Elemental. He's just nice. Shadow Slice is a little high on the mana curve, but it is nice. Little something I got back. I got out of. This was in the deck. I kicked it into the prize pool. Ended up getting it back. It's a Merciless Eviction. It actually ended up winning me a game because my opponent was playing a pretty aggro deck and he overextended, and I top decked into that pretty much when I needed to, and I wiped his board, and he just did not draw his threats to recover. He just didn't, which is in its own way kind of screwy because he just wasn't drawing his dudes. So I had the Thespian Stage and the Merciless Eviction in there. In sideboard I had a 5-alarm fire and a foil Cruel Key Rune. I kicked them both in the prize pool, didn't get them back, didn't want them back. I think I got either of them back. No, I didn't. Okay. The rest of my sideboard, I had 2 Mortis Striders, a Dimir Charm. Like I said, I was thinking about going blue-black at first, you know? Experiment 1 is nice. Urban Evolution I'm not really thrilled by, but, you know, it's not a bad card. Ivy Lane Denizen, I did pick up a small number of green cards. I wasn't sure things were going to go that way either. I don't know. A Slaughterhorn. Hydroform is something I got stuck with. Predator's Report, no one wants that thing. Forced Adaptation is pretty solid, actually. Ivy Lane Denizen, no one of those. Massive Raid, Structural Collapse is crap. No one plays it. No one wants to play it. Massive Raid can be useful. I've seen it used to good effect. Totally Lost, once again, wasn't sure if I was going to go blue or not. Totally Lost is a really annoying card for people because it's better than most bounce effects because it puts it to the top of the deck, which annoys the living hell out of people because it's a massive tempo loss. Massive. Like I said, I came in tied for first with this deck. Me and Rich, who I tied with, we alternated the first handful of picks. First place. We both got a DCI Farseek, which is nice. And I got the Merciless Eviction back. And Fireman Avenger, which is a really sweet card. I like it a lot. Gonna have to find a home for that. A Gate Crash Booster. And then I picked up a Realm Right, because I figured someone's gonna find a way to, like, just use that nicely. If it has an EH, right? And Foil Crackling Perimeter, which is also a nice. It's a cute little card. We'll see how that ends up working out. Maybe I'll make a Gate pick just for that. Just for that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Second draft deck. Weird stuff happened. I mean, I started off a little bit in red-green, and then I ended up, well, actually, no, I didn't really start off in red green. My first pick in pack 1, though, was a stomping ground, so it's just like, you know, when you're allowed one keeper and you open up like a shock land, you just take it. You just take it. And I probably should have been going red green right from the start, but I didn't. I just didn't. And I ended up like trying to start off going blue black, and that dried up pretty quickly. And eventually I like I swapped over. In the end, I went red, white, and splashed green because I didn't have enough cards in red and white. And yeah, it hurt me. It hurt me. I came in dead last, which is a shame. I mean, he even had some decent cards in here, just not enough of the right stuff, you know. I mean, 3 Beckon Apparitions are nice, an Assault Griffin's is nice, a Daring Skyjack, nice. 2 Night Watches, a little high on the monocurve, but they get me 2 guys each, which can work with his battalion ability. 2 Visional Shanktails, they're nice. 2 Madcap Skills, those are nice. A Cinder Elemental, a Mugging, nice. A Sunhome Guild Mage, nice. A Bomber Corps, a Boros Elite, a Fire Fist Striker, a Wojak Halberdiers. Granted, the Bomber Corps isn't exactly fantastic. I'm not fond of them, but they're not bad. The Stomping Ground, a Boros Gate, a Gruul Key Rune, 3 Disciples of the Old Ways, a Forced Adaptation. I swapped the Forced Adaptation out during Game 1. At first I had a Wasteland Viper in there, and I came to the conclusion that just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. I played the deck as best I could. It didn't work out well. Maybe there were a couple of things I should have done differently, like those 2 Gruul Charms that I picked up during the draft. Yeah, maybe I should have run 1 or 2 of those, because making it so that non-flyers can't block, because I found that one of the big problems I had with this deck is just getting my dudes through. And in retrospect, you know, after the fact, when the draft was all said and done, I sat there and like, you know, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have. I don't know. What else do I have in sideboard? Primal Visitation. I've mentioned that one briefly in the past. It's okay, but it's nothing to write home about. Scab Clan Charger. Maybe I should have used that too. I mean, big, you know, tough body. The Drakewing Crosses was mostly a hate draft. It's a 3/1 flying trample. Those guys are solid. Elusive Crosses. It's unblockable. 0/4 evolve. It's okay. It's not bad. A Rapid Hybridization. It's kind of a removal thing. That's pretty cool. 2 Sages Row Denizens. That was really nice. I took those both in like pack. The one was in pack 1. The other I wanted somewhere. And I want to say the other was like early in pack 2. And I tried to force blue a lot longer than I should have, and it just didn't work out for me. It just didn't. Chorus Confession. I'm not wild about it. Smog Elemental. It's a black flyer. It's really high on the mana curve, but yeah, the fact that it debuffs your opponent's flyers is nice. Gutter Skulk. It's a bear. It's a 2/2 for 2. Orzhov Guildgate. It's a nice little mana fixture. Orzhov Key Rune is nice. Devour Flesh is not bad at all. Killing Glare is not bad at all. I just didn't think I had the right black to use it, because that means I would have had to replace these 4 cards and the Key Rune, and yeah, pull the Stomping Ground for the Orzhov Guildgate, pull the Key Rune because it wouldn't be useful, and then I'd replace the Key Rune with that, but then I'd be like weird on my black mix, because I'd have this double black card, and yeah, so I wasn't too happy about that. Honestly, this is a deck that I wasn't happy with at all for the most part. I mean, there were parts of it I liked, there were parts of it I didn't like, so yeah, you know, it just did not turn out well. Prize pool with this bad boy though. I did get the Spark Trooper and Immortal Servitude. They're both cute playable cards. And like I said, I got a Shockland out of the deal, you know. Bam, Shockland. There we go. When you pick up like a $15 card for a draft that you paid $10 to enter, you're doing all right. You know? Doesn't matter if you lose at that point, you're doing all right. So let's get all this. Oops. Get all this stuff squared away, put it off to the side, and let's open that Guild Gate Crash booster. See what I got. See what my ill-gotten gains were. Right, fellas? Let me pull a chair up over here. There we go. And I got a spirit token! Holy crap, that makes it! And a mountain. Signal the clans. Red, green, instant. Search your library for 3 creature cards. Reveal. If you reveal 3 cards with different names, choose one at random, put it into your hand, shuffle the rest into your library. So if you don't choose 3 if you don't choose 3 creatures, if you only find 2 or 1, they just get shuffled back into your deck. Meh. If you choose 3 different cards, you get one of them at random to your hand. I mean, it's an instant. That's what it's got to get that going for it. I'm thinking it would be good in EDH, if nothing else. If nothing else. Dimir Key Room. That's nice. Unblockable Key Room. Mental Vapors is kind of ho-hum. 3 and a black. Target player discards a card. Cipher. It's more of a limited card. Vizkopa Confessor is interesting. It's not great. I don't have anything really, you know, no really exciting commons in here either. So, kind of a bum pack. That's all right though. That's all right. Like I said, you know, I still got. I mean, just in that other draft, you know, it's like I got the Thespian Stage, I got Eviction, I got a Firemain Angel, a Firemain Avenger. I did all right I did good first draft, despite the fact that this is kind of a ho-hum pack at best. And second draft, I got a Shockland. I'll do that all damn day. All damn day. Alrighty, so. Oh, and for those who want to know, the last video I had to resplice it and post it a second time. I screwed up while editing. I went to put in a transition effect, and I didn't think it looked good, so I went and put in another transition effect, and I didn't realize until after it had been posted that, oh, wait, that wasn't a transition effect I put in. That was something that just pixelated the rest of the video. Oops. Yeah, I screwed that up. I was in a rush. I wasn't paying enough attention to what I was doing. I screwed up. I screwed up. That's all there's to say. So, here we go, fellas. So, any rate, if nothing else, that second draft is a great draft deck. And its performance is a wonderful demonstration of what happens when you don't properly read signals and you don't smell which way the wind is blowing soon enough, and you try to stay in a color too long. You know, bad stuff happens. You get a janky deck. I mean, bad janky. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta learn from the mistakes. Sometimes you have to make them. Sometimes you learn a lesson, and then a while down the road, somehow or another, you forget about it, and you have to learn the lesson all over again. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm just paranoid what's going to happen if, like, because I like playing blue. I like playing white-red together. It's a nice combination. I like it. It suits me. And I'm just really paranoid that people are going to go out of their way to cut me off from it, because it's not like I make a secret out of loving that color combination. And it's just weird, because so far no one has really made an effort to cut me off. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh well. Oh well. Be good. Stay safe. Happy gaming, fellas.